their teeth into this. Now, the next dish you're going to prepare is?
A roasted duck breast, served with a dried cherry sauce, with potatoes and seasonal veg.
Now, viewers, believe it or not, and you correct me if I'm wrong, a duck breast should be cooked about medium rare?
Yes.
Yes, yes. And can you tell the viewers why that is?
If you overcook duck, it can become tough and chewy, and medium rare, you get a better flavor and everything out of the duck.
It's like the pork of today. If you take a piece of skinless, boneless pork and cook it, and if you cook it till it's well done, there's no pink or even red, it's going to be really chewy. And the same with the duck breast. The first time I had the duck breast, it was in a salad and it was out of this world. So I love it. Cooked medium rare.
We take the duck breast and we score it with a knife, kind of a crosshatch pattern, and that is done to help render some of the fat out of the skin.
Right, because a duck is very fatty, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Just on the skin side.
And what are you pouring? Oh, a little flambe.
Yeah, a little
Love
wine
it.
to give it a little flambe. Gives it a little flavor too. And then we just let that go for a little bit. And get the skin nice and brown.
Look at this, a nice baked potato ready.
Oh, that's good. And then I'll cook up a little more vegetable.
Are you going to use the same vegetables, Joel?
Yes,
Yeah.
Right now, that's what we're featuring for the seasonal veg right now is a little broccoli and roasted red bell pepper.
Broccoli is great year-round. I love it.
We switch it up. We do squash and whatever's available, asparagus.
As long as it's not frozen or out of a can, I'll eat it.
And then once the skin's a little golden, take the duck and place it in the oven. And I have a finished one here that we can
Beautiful.
go ahead. Set over here.
Now, if they don't score the skin first, what will happen?
The fat won't render out. You won't get a nice crispy skin. You'll get a little crisp on the outside, and then the inside will be fatty.
Soft and yeah, right. Okay, so remember, slice it like he showed you. Score it, and then flip the plate around and score it again.
Right here we got our potato.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Seasonal veg.
I wish you could be in this kitchen for the aroma. I mean, I can't tell you how. My mouth is watering. Okay, now what are you putting down there?
This is the dried cherry sauce.
Dried cherry sauce with the port reduction?
Yes. And then take our duck, give it a slice.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And then fan it out on the sauce. And they're finished.
Look at this. This is a piece of art. Look at this, absolutely delicious. Okay, I think it's time to eat.
Yep, I think that's a good idea. You can enjoy all the good food that we had provided for you today.
You bet, and I want you to join me. We're going out now to the side patio. They have a beautiful outside dining area in addition to dining inside the hotel. See you out there. I love being in the side yard of the Murphy's Hotel. It's so picturesque and beautiful. So before we continue on our adventure, I'm going to have Dorian give you a little tour of the hotel and give you some more wonderful history.
Kelly, I guess you noticed we had some food here and you've seen our bar, but we are also a historic hotel. In fact, the hotel is the oldest continuously operated hotel in the state of California. We're going to the state fair in about a month, and they're going to give us an award for being in business for 150 years, but we're actually celebrating our 154th anniversary, August 22nd. And we're in the Grant Room. This is where Ulysses S. Grant stayed in 1880, and he loved the Calaveras big trees. He actually stayed with us here at the hotel about 3 separate times, and he always used the presidential suite. So Kelly, this is part of the historic rooms here. We had Horatio Alger who stayed here, and this is where Black Bart stayed. Right over here is where Mark Twain stayed, and up by the Grant Room is where J.P. Morgan, who stayed here, he was the richest man in the world when he stayed here. And John Jacob Astor, he stayed here also, and he's one of the guys that went down in the Titanic. And right over here is our Mark Twain Ballroom. This is where we do family events, weddings, and social gatherings. This room fits up to 100 people, and this was always part of the original hotel. So this was, you know, they knew how to party back then too. This is what they used to do. This is a painting done by Archie Newsom. He was commissioned in about 1910 to do a painting of all of the Wells Fargo Express stage stops. There were 101 of them in California, and the Murphy's Hotel was one of them. And this is a picture that was done, a painting that was done from a picture from about 1880. So this is the heyday of the hotel. And you can see we have a Wells Fargo stage line here and all of the people gathering up. And this is when it was called the Mitchler Hotel, because it's had 3 separate names. It started as the Perry and Sperry, went to the Mitchler Hotel, and has only been called the Murphy's Hotel since 1943. We also have modern rooms outside. We have 20 modern rooms that actually have all of the conveniences, televisions, they have telephones, and flush toilets. They're really great. Kelly, we're down here in the Gold Room right now. This is another room that's off of our main dining room that we do family gatherings and social gatherings. And this is one of the rooms that Eleanor, our favorite ghost, kind of hangs out on. There's some people say that that's a picture of her right over there. And then she shows up in people's camera work of that buffet down at the end. So this is a great place to have your family get-togethers. Well, Kelly,